for whatever reason, this article really resonated with people. But, when I wrote it, I was truly terrified. Like, I wrote a lot of that. It gets me choked up now.
Come on, strong and independent. Let's go.
I wrote a lot of that article, like, truly scared. Like, I really did think, like, wow, you've missed your opportunity. Like, you are going to be alone. You're not going to have a family. Like,
True.
I was really scared when I wrote that. Like, that's exactly how I felt. And when I got comments after that article was published, like I said, there was hundreds of guys emailing me, texting me, LinkedIn messaging me, commenting on the post, saying, you're selfish, you missed out, you could have had all that, you picked your career. I mean, calling me horrible things. I mean, it was awful. I sat in bed reading these comments, and I was like, oh my God, they're right. And they're not totally right. I don't think I'm a horrible, selfish person for not wanting to have children in my 20s and not wanting, to have children during that marriage. But it did scare me because a lot of what they were saying, they were like, you've been very selfish your whole life. And that's what I heard over and over again. And that's actually the next thing that I wrote that I think will be coming out soon is I got all these horrible comments from men telling me I had missed my chance and that I, was a stupid feminist who was focused on myself, which I thought was interesting because, like I said, I don't consider myself a feminist at all. But it did get me thinking, and I did write an article that I think will come out soon about the downfall of living a selfish, me-focused life, and it does, I mean, for me, it's definitely started to feel hollow and meaningless, and, it's taken me to this point in my life to realize that that's not a life that's going to bring you happiness. I mean, and maybe it does for some people. I honestly have a hard time believing that. If I thought I would spend the rest of my life alone, if I didn't think that I would get married and have children, I would be devastated. So, I don't know. It is such a me-focused culture right now. It really is, and I just think a lot of us are missing out, and
on what?
I certainly have felt like that the last year and a half, and I thank God that I realized it in time, because I don't want to wake up at 60 by myself and go, well, I had a lot of fun. It's like I want to wake up 60 next to the love of my life, raising a family, doing the things that are really important and the things that really matter. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be on your deathbed one day and look back and go, I wish I went to more parties or spent more, time shopping. It's like
traveling.
You're gonna look back and say, oh my God, like this person I created with someone I loved, and that's gonna be the thing that's meaningful. So I feel unbelievably betrayed by feminism, and I don't want to put it on the movement because I believe you make your own choices, and everything I've done leading up to this point in my life has been my choice, and that's on me. But when I was a little girl, it was like, and to be fair, I think this partly comes from coming from a divorced family and seeing my mom kind of handle a lot. I mean, I just saw a woman take care of a lot. But I was constantly fed this idea that women can do everything. We don't really need men.
Yep.
Women can have the great career and have the kids that they like and change the tires and do this.
No, you cannot do it all.
I grew up thinking and men are great, but like I can do all the same things.
Mm-mm.
Like I really I do feel in many ways betrayed by that line of thinking. And I got that from so many of the women in my life too.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I do come from a very traditional family, so I wouldn't say so much from family, but just a lot of like the older women in my life, I kind of want to go back to some of those teachers and coaches and say, what the hell did you mean by that? Because women can't do it all. We can't. Such a lie. I mean,
Yeah. So, yeah, this woman here, and I've actually covered her recently. It was an article that she wrote. This is why she got so much hate. It was called "I'm 38 and childless," and she's still wanting to have a family. I, I mean, she's probably right now 39, heading towards 40. So, yeah, that ship has sailed, right? Your chances of having a family and like meeting Mr. Right and getting married at 39, she seems a little bit naive, a little gullible here, but most of the women who get taken in by that feminist message and ideology usually are, right? They usually cannot think for themselves, and they're usually in a place in their lives where they want to go against the grain, right? They're being kind of force-fed, as to take her own to her own admission, they're being force-fed this message that, oh, I could do it all by myself. We don't need men. Screw the patriarchy. Those stupid men have been charged long enough. We can do it all on our own. And then they find out the truth by the time they're in their 30s, usually their early 30s. I mean, this took her till the late 30s to figure this out, that their only value in the world, or most of their primary value as a woman, is tied to their physical attractiveness, to their youth. And then once that starts to slip away, this is when they come to that epiphany. This is why we call it the epiphany stage. Once they hit their 30s, that they actually want what they didn't appreciate in their 20s, which is a good man, a family, and kids, right? Something that they could easily, most women in their 20s, even deformed women, even handicapped women, can get married to some dude who will marry them, right? They could pull that off in their 20s easily. They have the world, the world is their oyster. However, once they hit their 30s, guess what? You have the new crop of 18 and 20-year-olds coming in, the next generation. You're forgotten about. That's why so many of these older women shame younger women for dating older men. And then they tell them things like, oh, I did that when I was your age. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Those guys are creepy. They just want, hot young body next to them and all this. And it's like, okay, now that you did it, you're trying to tell me not to do it because you didn't cash in your chips, because you were not smart enough to realize that you can't stay out there forever and your looks are going to fade. So yeah, she, like many women like her, were sold this lemon. They believed it, and now you have a lot of these women in their 30s that are regretting the fact that they could have had a family. They could have been married, and they didn't. And it's a shame, because she is now starting to wake up to that realization. At least I will give her some kudos. At least she's admitting that, hey, I made a mistake, and she was getting attacked on social media, and she said she was reading the comments, and she was like, oh my gosh, these guys are right. These guys are right. Probably a lot of you red pill guys, maybe a lot of my followers too, were telling her this stuff. And she's sitting there admitting, like, you're right. I was wrong, right? That is, a little too late here, right? Day late, dollar short, as they say. But she is waking up a little too late, but at least she's waking up. At least she's taking on some sort of accountability, unlike most modern women that we feature here on my channel, who just double down. Like, oh, you guys are toxic masculinity, and oh, you're misogynist. That's why you're sending me these comments. But at least she's taking ownership of her mistakes and admitting, hey, I screwed up, right? She's still off in Wonderland, thinking that she could still have a husband and kids. I think that goose is cooked as far as her age goes. However, you guys let me know what you think. I mean, this woman went viral for all the wrong reasons, and yeah, at least she's not running. She's standing firm and going, hey, yeah, I think I goofed. I think I goofed, guys. Anyway, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of her story, what she has to say here, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. It took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So, very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossifesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're going to be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is going to stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.